I've come to terms with the fact that my future might not involve people I'm around now. I get tired of doing this every time I try something new. Sometimes I had to walk away from what I want to find what I deserve. I made mistakes in my life. I've learned from my bad choices. I'll know better next time. Don't mention a person's past mistakes when they're trying to change. That's like throwing rocks at them while they're struggling to climb a mountain. Yeah, let's talk about that, y'all. 4 common excuses keeping artists from pursuing music. I didn't know that artists had common excuses, but we're going to talk about things like, I don't have enough time. I'm not good enough. I have no one to play or create with. I haven't been successful in music yet. We're going to talk about that right here on the Boss Ladies Live radio show. Let's go, y'all. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Boss Ladies Live radio show. 6-time award-winning now Spreaker Studios. Sponsored by Boss Ladies Inc. Dre's Radio Cafe. Award-winning Dre's 8 and The Hangout. Indoor entertainment and misempowering wealth. Welcome back to another show. Campaigns in on the 19th of February of this week. So that'll be this Superstar Saturday coming up. If I ain't got to do that early morning gig, I'll definitely be in the building Saturday night. But we got tomorrow night as well. So stay tuned live in the chat room. And before I get to that, I want to thank everybody for liking, downloading, and sharing the show. I'm going to say that again. Liking, downloading, and sharing the show. Why don't you push that like button, baby? Yeah. Live in the chat room, we got award-winning Laurie D. Edwards in the building. We got award-winning Brother Rob, the Poet Brown, just in case you don't want to say the whole thing, in the building. And we got, scrolling on down, we got Naya in the building, award-winning TOHP, a.k.a. Noriega the King, in the building. That one-hand producer, y'all, coming straight out of the Shy, hanging out with the Phoenix. I see you. Miss Yolanda in the building. Know what I'm talking about. Appreciate your love and support coming in the chat room. Actually getting a glimpse of what you can get. Free spins every time you come in the chat room. You will skip the line. Simply send them MP3s only to bosslady95895@gmail.com. Let's welcome the chatters to the show, y'all. Yeah, let's get this thing started. Yeah, appreciate that love on that spoken word called Rock Bottom, you know what I'm saying, about love, hate, you know what I'm saying, for the show. Did I have some common excuses? I want to particularly talk about that tonight. When I started out, I guess my excuses were, I don't have any money. I don't know how I'm going to do this. I just don't know. Is that an excuse or a reason? But that's a whole nother show. But I had some common ones like, it's cold outside, I don't feel like going, I'm not in the mood. I don't know. What were some of your common excuses as an artist why you don't do your best work, your best poetry, your best music, your best anything? Because this podcast is dedicated to local talent, artists, musicians worldwide. So you've been from where you from to Africa. And that's what I was saying early. And I was talking to Laurie D. I'm saying got some hot new tracks. Miss Yolanda, special shout out to you though for sending the heat, that heat, R&B heat, that one heat, yeah, that down home blues type of heat with the R&B. You know what I'm saying? There ain't no telling what else. I don't know. Bring it in, country grass, all that. We ready to hear that, independent artists. We ready to hear that. You know what I'm talking about? Appreciate you. Common excuses, man. It's been a long time since I had an excuse for why I didn't want to do something I love. So, excuse me for hesitating so much on this as well. You are welcome, Miss Yolanda. I must take a sip on this, and I don't have enough time, really, was one of them. I had time for everything but what I love, and that'll mess you up every single time. Or when it came to performing, I wasn't good enough, that a lot of people wouldn't come, so that means I wasn't good. You know, just thinking more about what other people thought instead of what I thought, so that I could be the best performer, musician, artist, recording artist that I can be. I had no one to create with, man. All it took was one attempt to get on the microphone and spit a rap or do a note, and somebody liked it. And it be to somebody that you don't expect to like it. Like certain songs I wrote, I didn't like the song, I didn't like the turnout. It sound good, it's mixed, it's mastered, it's ready for, promotion and whatnot. But that's not the song I wanted to come out with. So that was my excuse. You know what I'm saying? I made it, yeah. It was on the fly. A lot of times, the songs that Miss Fabulous recorded was on the fly. So it was like, I don't know. And then, the more I didn't know, the more people liked it. It's crazy. So, without further ado, let's get some EDU in our lives, Four common excuses keeping artists from pursuing music. We're going to find that at blog.reverbnation.com/2022/01/20/4-excuses-artist-pursuing-music. What success means in music will inevitably be completely different for each of us, but we won't get to where we want to go with our music if we don't do the work as serious musicians. Whether you're working towards becoming a professional songwriter or just want to write and rehearse enough songs to play a live show at a local venue, you'll need to put in plenty of work to reach your goals. The trouble is that we often let excuses keep us from pursuing music the way we wish we could. These are four common ones to look out for that artists often cite when they talk about what's keeping them from succeeding. I don't have enough time. Let's start with a major excuse that every musician on the planet can come up with at least or at some point in their lives. Most musicians are not full-time professionals, and even the ones who are still lead busy lives. Time management is a skill you have to learn if you want to be a serious musician. Life will always get in the way of your music if you don't plan ahead, whether you have a demanding non-musical career, kids, or even just a romantic relationship. I don't have enough time is really just code for I don't prioritize my music and schedule time for it. If you love music and want it to be a part of your daily life, schedule it. 2 hours a week is better than 0 hours, so business is not an excuse. I'm not good enough. This excuse keeps countless artists from being brave enough to pursue music. There's this idea in music that you're either good at it or not, whether it's singing or writing songs. This is truly a very small percentage of the time. The vast majority of musicians have to spend years mastering their instruments, developing their songwriting skills, and building confidence and expertise. If you're not good enough, You need to work harder and put more time into what you do as a musician. Overnight success stories are great marketing tools, but they don't reflect reality. By focusing on the work in music, whether it's showing up to band practice or finishing your first EP, you'll get closer and closer to reaching your goals. Get unbiased fan feedback on your songwriting, production, and more with brand new crowd reviews. I have no one to play/create with. This can be a tough challenge, especially if you're a serious musician living in a rural area or if you don't know any other like-minded musicians. Some of us do just fine alone, but others truly thrive when they have other musicians in their lives to collaborate with. Every situation is different, but many musicians can now find and work with another remotely, and there are loads of examples of successful artists that have worked this way. But if you're looking for musicians locally to play with, you need to make a real effort to find people before you throw in the towel and say, there's no one available. You might need to be patient and flexible, and if it's been a goal of yours for years to start a band and you can't find anyone where you live, it's probably worth being open to relocating to a place that better fits your needs. I haven't been successful in music yet. This excuse plagues experienced musicians. Music is a career where you can do everything right and still fail. So this makes sense. However, if you love music and want it to be in your life, coping with failures or just the idea that nothing tangibly successful has happened with your career yet is something you have to do. The joy of creating and performing music has to be enough of a reward to keep most people going in this position. Some excuses are valid. So consider this if you're having a hard time doing what you want with music. But whatever the situation is, you'll have to learn to prioritize your work, manage your time and expectations, and continue working in challenging circumstances if you want to pursue music creations and performance over the long term. Patrick McGuire is a writer, musician, and human man. He lives nowhere in particular, creates music under the name Straight White Teeth, and has a great affinity for dogs and putting his hands in his pockets. And that is our EDU. For our lives. Up next, after that Drazy drop, got some MC Sneelo, some Dub C's, and Brother Rob, some Larry D. Y'all make sure y'all stay tuned. They're gonna.
Hey yo, it's your boy Drazy, CEO, DJ, and programmer for Dre's Radio Cafe. You got a banging cut that you want to be heard? Got a show coming up, a gig, you want to sell some products, you name it. Send it to Dre's Radio Cafe. Dre's Radio Cafe is a 24/7 internet radio station designed with you in mind. By being heard by 150,000 listeners every month. What does that mean to you? That means more than just going to YouTube, more than just going to Google, more than just having the SoundCloud up, more than just having any of the other programs set up, alright? So check this out. What I want you to do is send your banging cuts, your ads, anything that you have involved that you want to get involved with to drezey21@yahoo.com. That's drezey21@yahoo.com. That's Dre's Radio Cafe, 24/7 radio, designed with you in mind. What y'all sipping on? Let's go.
Hello everybody, this is your boy MC Sneelo, straight from West Africa. You heard that right, West Africa. And you're listening to the Boss Lady on her radio show. Stay tuned.